up a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Paul again, Westbrook. Paul dishes to Griffin. Back to Paul. 5 on the clock. To the paint. Johnson. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And guys, Wesley Johnson, 4th overall pick back in the 2011 draft. Everyone thought he would have the jump shot to become a prolific scorer, and Clark, the length to defend at a high level.
Yeah, you know, in his rookie year, he averaged 9 points a game. Last year, his 5th, he averaged 10. I think it's to the point where he is what he is.
They set the screen. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
You know, getting back to Wesley Johnson, you kind of want to kidnap him and just chain him to a set of weights. I mean, he has all the natural ability in the world to be a difference maker, but he just lacks the strength to do anything with it. I mean, a voracious competitor in college. He's been relegated to marginal production at the pro level, and I really feel like a lot of it is because he physically struggles at times at this level. You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here's Morrow. It's Durant on the wing. And Jordan sends it back. Griffin pass to Johnson. Picked by Griffin. Paul with the 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
You know, on the topic of Wesley Johnson, I remember him in college. I remember the guy who took over games and even showed a certain toughness when he did it. He hasn't gotten to that point here in the pros, so he may soon be entering a crossroads in his career.
Clippers leading by 7. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's his first foul. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Jordan kicks to Redick. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. Fades away. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
Westbrook goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunk's the shot in the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Yeah, that could be an instant momentum shift. That certainly was a rim wrecker.
Ibaka with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan. Westbrook with a wide open look. Drains the three-pointer. Westbrook's got 6.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Westbrook against Paul. Kicks to Griffin. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical dominant performance out here. They are in a zone.
Screened by Ibaka. To the inside. And stolen by Jordan. Griffin kicks to Johnson. Picked by Griffin. Johnson dishes to Griffin. Johnson with it. Guarded now by Durant. Clock at 6. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season. Signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
Now here's Westbrook. 6 points for him. Ibaka goes in. Left side Adams. Here's Ibaka. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And, guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Clark grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And, Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch. Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
Now here's Griffin. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And you see the way Blake Griffin plays. He is a force. Very hard to contain him when he gets in close just due to his strength and activity.
That free throw, no good. For Griffin and his ability to create contact close, he's been called a bull in a china shop, something that I think Clarkie embraces.
Yeah, I think he'd rather be the bull than the china in that situation because of his strength and physicality. And I think that's the right mentality to have as a power forward.
Paul passes to Jordan. Back to Paul. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Was shot by Redick, no good.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
And Cantor throws it down.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Now here's Crawford. It's Pierce on the wing. He's guarded by Waiters. Takes the turnaround J. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Pierce has got his first 2 points.
Yeah, great execution there. The turnaround, such a difficult shot to defend.
Now here's Payne, guarded by Crawford. Here's Waiters. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. Here's Pierce. Singler with the rebound. Thunder trailing by 3. And Waiters kicks to Singler. Here's Cantor. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. Coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
And Jeff Green, the bucket on the assist by Crawford. And the Clippers lead by 3.
He's got a lot of inches on the defender in that matchup, and he can just shoot right over the top of him without worrying about being bothered.
And Cantor throws it down.
Elevates and powers in the one-hand.
Textbook.
Yeah, and I'm glad, guys, he doesn't go overboard on that one and get a little too fancy.
Now here's Crawford. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Feeds it to Green. And there's the pass to Mbah a Moute. Cannot hit. Nice D from Singler.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Here's Crawford. It's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Last year, the Thunder were in a playoff battle all season, Clark. Their road record of 16-24, a big part of why they didn't sneak into the playoffs.
Well, when you're dealing with the kinds of injuries the Thunder had last year, it's impossible to be your best, and grinding out road wins is that much tougher.
Here's Payne, following the score by Jamal Crawford. Payne dishes to Cantor, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
They get it back. Aldridge. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss.
That's exactly why it's important to work hard on the offensive glass, fellas, for chances just like that.
Crawford passes to Aldridge. It's Crawford with the drive. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Crawford's got 6.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Cantor with the screen on Crawford. Singler right side. It's tipped. Crawford outside. The drive by Green. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Payne. Singler with it. And Crawford picks him up defensively. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pierce against Waiters. Outside Pierce. Shot clock at 6. And no good. Trying to use the glass. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Payne kicks to Waiters. Here's Cantor. And he hits the buzzer beater.
And he beats the buzzer to end the quarter.
Terrific shot there. I mean, he was calm, he was poised, didn't rush it at all.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Clippers lead by 4. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Yeah, those active hands, Greg, have produced a number of steals early. They've been very aggressive.
We've got Pierce. Luke Mbamute out there with Cole Aldridge. Then there's Green, and it's Crawford at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Pass to Aldridge. They kick it out to Green. Off target from the wing.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Power down with both hands.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Man, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Crawford kicks to Aldridge. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Here's Westbrook. Randy Foye is on the way. Now the dish to Collison. It's deflected, and it turns out it's going to be a foul. He was hoping for a clean block, but the officials felt otherwise, so we'll see some free throws here. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
There's the pick. Crawford drives in. Dishes it to Pierce. The feed to Aldridge. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
And here's Westbrook. He's got 8. He kicks it to Foye. Green with the block. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Now Crawford. 6 points for him. On the wing, Green. Back to Crawford. Unloads from 13. That one wide left. Thunder have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%.
Boy, for Jamal Crawford, guys, it's been a really good career. Not many guys can maintain his level of quickness after 15 years in the league. I mean, but last season, he finally started to show a little wear and tear.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Only giving up 2 points this quarter.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
To the middle. Here is Mbah a Moute. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Robertson dishes to Collison. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to go on Cole Aldridge.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
For Oklahoma City, they have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. And back to Crawford last season, he was down in field goal and three-point percentage. Plus, he battled with a calf injury that ultimately kept him out of 17, 18 games late in the year.
Yeah, Kevin, but his deep range spread the floor when he was out there. He still has that presence about him that you have to honor him. And he also hits some very timely shots. A dangerous assassin who always needs to be accounted for.
The drive-by call. Westbrook with the nice D there.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Durant gets to Adams. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Waiters, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Griffin is green on Waiters. Paul kicks to Griffin. Left side, Jordan. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Jordan's got his second basket of the game. Durant with it. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. It's going to be on Blake Griffin. One of the most dominant players in 2014 was Kevin Durant, of course, winning the league MVP. Then last year, cut short. We know that he's now on a mission to get back to that level. And Greg, it's hard.
Yeah, you know, it all came down to health for Kevin Durant. And at this point in his career, I mean, he's got the maturity. He's developed the skill set. He's just got to stay on the court. And really, when you talk about the game of basketball, the rest will take care of itself.
Johnson, wide open. He fires. Shot's good. Griffin making the play.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take
it. It's Durant on the wing. He's guarded by Johnson. And Waiters kicks to Collison. Banked in off the glass. Collison's got 6 points.
You know, talking about Durant as he looks to recapture the league MVP, you can take a cue from last year's MVP, Stephen Curry. Curry battled through numerous ankle injuries over the years earlier on, only to come out on the other side with his best season ever in 2K15.
And getting back to Durant, sometimes adversity brings out the best in you. Adversity challenges you to rise above. And Kevin was already at the highest rung on the ladder. I think his opponent should be very afraid of what they're about to witness this season.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Stolen by Durant. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. He feeds it to Waiters. And stolen by Jordan. Paul kicks to Griffin. Paul goes in. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Back to Waiters. Wide open. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
Paul, no one around him. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. The Thunder with the lead. And Durant gets double-teamed. Passes it to Waiters. Back to Durant. Jordan with the rebound. LA's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Johnson at the elbow. He nails it, and we're tied up. Johnson's got 9.
Showing the quickness right there. Just tough to keep up with it.
And then Waiters with the jam.
Some hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
And Durant sends it back. Paul against Waiters. And taken away by Paul. And it's Durant with the rebound.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far. Last season, the Clippers came away with the 3rd seed out west. They were very tough in conference and managed to get 37 of their 56 wins against Western Conference teams.
Clippers trail by 4. Now here's Paul. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Chris Paul, guys, for the last decade, the best point guard in the NBA. Now, there's some new competition for that distinction, though, with Steph Curry breaking through to NBA stardom. And it's always exciting to watch these two go head-to-head.
Outside Durant. He dishes it to Collison. Johnson with the block. And here is Paul. He has 5 on the wing. Johnson. Paul goes in, poked loose. And here we go with Morrow running it up the court. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Morrow. Durant's got the lead up to 4 now for Oklahoma City. How would you compare Chris Paul and Steph Curry?
Well, Steph Curry is just an off-the-chart shooter. I think the best in the history of the game in overall shot making and creativity as far as shooting goes. Paul is more of an orchestrator, a maestro supreme.
They set the pick. Pass to Morrow. Drills the three-pointer. And the Thunder lead by 5.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Here's Paul. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
You know, one of the things I think we forget about with Chris Paul is just how clutch he is as a player. I mean, hitting the go-ahead shot in Game 7 against the Spurs last postseason was a big reminder to everyone that this guy is clutch.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. McGary's checked in for Steven Adams. Ibaka comes in for Nick Collison. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Waiters. It's Westbrook with the drive. And stolen by Jordan. Now the Clippers moving it up. Paul with the ball.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
Westbrook against Paul. Westbrook passes to McGarry. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
Clippers trail by 4. And talking about Paul and his ability to come up in the clutch, that Game 7 shot when he was playing injured against San Antonio, the defending champions, turned out to be the game-winning points. Remarkable play, remarkable series for him.
It was. You know, you could see him hobbling around out there and would have to miss games in that Rockets series, the first 2, if I recall. But that series is what Paul is really all about, Kevin. He is a competitor, first and foremost. You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
For Los Angeles, they have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game.
Only 71% from the line last season, and rest assured they're hoping to bring those numbers up this year.
Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys.
Johnson against Durant. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The open shot by Johnson. And no good trying to get that one. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
We saw some good action from Wesley Johnson. He's got 11 points and also a block shot.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Payne out there with Foy. Then it's Enes Kanter. And there's Roberson. And it's Singler in the power forwards position. And Wesley Johnson with the slam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
They set the pick. Kicks it to Robertson. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Griffin's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Got that bucket in no time at all. And it's a 5-point Clipper lead.
And Coach Doc Rivers wears multiple hats for this organization. Not only is he the head coach, but also in charge of all basketball operations, really the leader in a lot of ways for this team.
And he jams it with authority. Clippers leading by 3. And it's Paul penetrating. And it's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Clippers moving the ball around. Clock at 6. Here's Griffin. Makes it off the glass. Griffin's got 8 points.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Singler dishes to Payne. Feeds to Cantor. The pass to Ford. That's good.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And it's Paul penetrating. Johnson from outside. Good, and Paul gets the assist. 16 points for Johnson.
I'm not sure how I like this one. He used the rim to get some true hang time there.
Now, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Okay, that was just
I'll buy that for now.
a good old-fashioned chin check right there.
Pass to Griffin. Uncovered. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Payne's shot is good.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
The drive by Paul. Soft touch off the glass. Paul's got 10.
How about the hands on display there around the basket? I mean, he does not let those opportunities slip away, and that allows the lead to grow.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. On the wing, Johnson. Jordan kicks to Johnson. The dish to Griffin. Nice D from Singler. Oklahoma City trailing. Roberson the pass to Cantor. Dishes to Ford. Trying to find Cantor. Gets it to him. For the lead. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers Club on that pump fake.
Paul dishes to Jordan. Unloads. Paul can't get that one to fall.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
And Cantor throws it down.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And they better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
Paul kicks to Jordan. Stolen by Cantor. And the Thunder pushing it up now. Pushing it up. On the wing, Singler. Now, here is Foy. Defended by Paul. And Foy kicks to Singler. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that.
Yeah, and a big year for Enes Kanter last season. I mean, traded from the Jazz to the Thunder and finally saw the minutes that he was hoping for. Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just not letting up at all.
Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Cantor did play well with the increased minutes last season, Clark. Averaged a double-double after the trade.
I think it was a good... Oh! Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
Back to Singler. Just 3 to shoot. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Singler's got the game tied up here for the Thunder.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Paul kicks to Griffin. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Boy, he is such a ridiculous dunker.
High riser, no doubt about it.
Goodness, I mean, you come to expect plays like that from him, and folks, that never gets old.
And Cantor throws it down.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
A drive by Paul. The 3 from Johnson. The shot misses. And it's Oklahoma City the other way.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
To the inside. Griffin inside. He's covered by Singler. Griffin against Singler. And Blake Griffin again. Griffin's got 6 points in the quarter.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Here's Foy. 9 points in the game so far. The feed to Payne. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And it's Foy missing. LA's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Paul passes to Redick. Back to Paul. Up and in on the layup. Paul's got 12 in the game.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
He kicks to Griffin. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Passes it to Foy. Griffin with the steal. And the wide open shot from Redick. And the 3 off target. Oklahoma City's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Now here's Paul. Guarded closer. Griffin sets the screen for Paul. To the middle. He's looking for Griffin and finds him. Johnson attacking. Back to Jordan. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
That's his first personal foul.
DeAndre Jordan has been extremely productive over 7 years. That makes it even more unbelievable that there was some question, Clark, as to his commitment to basketball coming into the league.
Yeah, you know, on talent and athleticism alone, he would have been a top 10 pick for sure, but he slipped to the second round, and he's made good on it, though.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Mbah a Moute's checked in for Griffin. Pierce comes in for Wesley Johnson. Green, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Crawford in for Chris Paul. And Pierce, here we go. The layup missed.
And watching DeAndre Jordan, he's really refined his game over the years without losing the athleticism. He's that rubbery, long-limbed athlete that transcends age. And so far, I've seen 0 drop-off in his leaping ability and quickness, but no question he's improved his skills and IQ.
Here's the screen. Crawford. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities. Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
He feeds it to Green. He dishes it to Jordan. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And talking about DeAndre Jordan, he is displaying an energy level that many scouts wondered if he had. Let's face it, he underachieved a bit in his 1 year in college. He knows that. But when it's come time to do it at the highest level, DeAndre has risen to the occasion.
Not to the surprise of anyone, really, but the Clippers last year were strong at home once again. They managed to go 30-11 at Staples Center.
Yeah, and Kevin, that makes 3 straight seasons for the Clippers of 30 or more wins at home.
Westbrook dishes to Ibaka. For the lead, it's tipped, and they're able to recover. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the Clippers have possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Crawford against Westbrook. Green in the post. The layup off target. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Clippers ahead, leading by a point. And we're coming right back after this break to get the full. And thanks for joining us again as the 4th quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Now Crawford. Luke Mbah a Moute out there with Cole Aldridge. Then it's Green. Then it's Crawford. And it's Pierce in at the small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
Well, 7 lead changes, Kevin, in this one, and we could very well be seeing more.
And matchups, it's really what it's all about, and these 2 teams are really equal.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Thunder.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
They do, and you also see a lot of points have come off the dribble penetration. They've been aggressive on the bounce at attacking the defense.
Westbrook drives in. Here's Adams. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. Jamal Crawford picks one up.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
The Clippers trail. Pass to Green. Back to Crawford. 3 on the clock. On the rebound goes to the Thunder. Durant's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Westbrook kicks to Durant. the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Right side, Green. Pierce inside the three-point line. And right through it goes.
It's as if the defenses have just given up.
Yeah, you know, the pace has only picked up the deeper we've gotten into this game, which is remarkable. It speaks to the endurance and stamina of these teams, and it's also been a lot of fun to watch.
It's Durant on the wing. Pierce covering. Baseline J on the way. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Green left side. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Here's against Durant. Kicks to Adams. Back to Durant. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Durant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
All of the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
You know, they found the holes in the defense and really doing a great job of exploiting it.
Feeds it to Green. That's good.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. The pass to Durant. Pass to Adams. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Did not need two hands for that slam.
You know, he can save the other hand for the next time.
One will do just fine.
Yeah, but just to switch it up a little bit.
Crawford against Westbrook. Here's Aldridge. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
I tell you what, you got to love his aggressiveness finishing inside like that.
Well, his leaping ability, Clark, gives him a great advantage.
And that's why they look to get him the ball.
Look at that jam. I mean, just beautiful.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one. Although, if he missed it, I might have.
Crawford kicks to Green. Just 5 on the clock. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Timeout for the Clippers.
And the Clippers call time here.
You know, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you've played, and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
During that break, Coach Rivers had some words for his team. He was riding them pretty hard for the number of silly fouls they've committed in this game. He said, listen, we need to have some defensive discipline. Stop biting on the shot fakes, stop reaching in, and stop giving them free points at the free throw line. We'll see if they'll respond, guys.
And that was a strong pick, ammonia strong by Ibaka.
Crawford with the ball. Outside, Pierce. The dish to Aldridge. The drive by Green. And that one's good. Green's got 8 here in the quarter.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Here's Westbrook. Oklahoma City the rebound. Outside Durant. Got a piece of it. The second chance effort. There's a screen. And he sinks the layup. Morrow's got the lead up to 6 now for the Thunder.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range. So I'd have to agree with you, partner.
Here's Westbrook. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
At the line for your
Well, you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big three, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those three was able to finish the season.
And listen, those injuries really did the Thunder in. I mean, at no time during the season did they ever really get a chance to gel and play any stretch of games with their entire roster. Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Pierce for 3. Los Angeles with another miss.
You know, every franchise will have a year that is just lost to injuries. I mean, it happens. The hard part of it for the Thunder is that it happened while so many of their stars are in their prime. Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they are not backing off at all, are they?
Westbrook kicks to Durant. Ibaka with the screen on Pierce. Up off the screen. Durant. And Adams with the slam.
And Kevin, plays like that are really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. That's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
And now a fast break for the Thunder. Westbrook leading the charge. Shot clock at 6. Ibaka in the post. Pierce covering. Can't hit from in close. Clippers trail by 10. All sorts of time. Russell Westbrook with the rebound.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Really an extraordinary game for Green. He's got 14 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times a game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Griffin comes in for Mbamute. Johnson, he's checked in for Pierce. And it's Paul in for Jamal Crawford. Here's Durant. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand. Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy.
Oh,
I don't remember
on.
ever seeing a dunk like that in a game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw
I tell
one.
you what, fellas, you might not see another one like that one for a while.
And it's Paul penetrating. Outside, Green. Johnson right side. Wide open. Los Angeles with another miss. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
That's good from Durant. J.J. Redick's checked in for the Clippers. And so Durant nails them both. You know, you work hard all season, Greg, to try and get into the playoffs, then get a favorable first-round matchup. How about the Clippers last year? Followed those steps. They're rewarded with the first-round matchup against the defending champions of the league, the San Antonio Spurs.
And not only were the Spurs the defending champions, but they came in playing terrific basketball down the stretch, which is kind of what they are noted for. And the Clippers, though, did well, even though that was the case.
And so he hits both.
Boy, I tell you, it was a tough road for the Clippers in the playoffs. They get by the Spurs in round one in a 7-game emotional series, then immediately have to go up against the Rockets in round two.
There's the screen. Here's Morrow, covered by Redick. Here's Ibaka. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And we all remember the Clippers would go up 3-1 against the Rockets. They had that 19-point lead in the fourth quarter of Game 6, but couldn't hold on to it and lose Game 7. And it was one of the biggest series collapses, really, in postseason history.
The offensive rebound.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
Now here's Westbrook. .102 left to play here in the fourth. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. There's a minute left in the fourth quarter. And Durant gets double-teamed. Oklahoma City moving it around.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
That's good.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Yep, and they've simply shown more aggressiveness, guys. More desire to secure the ball.
Blocking foul, hold on.
Ball having a good one. He has 12 points and 8 dimes. He's given them a lot with his passing and with his defensive work.
How about the activity of those hands here today?
Both free throws good from Paul. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here is Durant. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 9.
Kevin Durant at the line for 2.
Durant hits them both.
And that's exactly how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Paul. And Durant sends it back. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Here's Paul. That's good, and Johnson with the assist.
He's just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here is Durant. It falls.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy,